Live from BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver, it's the 28th Annual Miracle Weekend.
Yes, and welcome. We are live from BC Children's Hospital for the 28th Annual Miracle Weekend. We're here this evening and all day tomorrow at the hospital, which serves close to 1 million children living in BC and the Yukon.
And I get to hang out with you guys on Saturday night. What could be better? I'm so excited.
Like our old days.
Isn't it? We'll show you stories about the amazing kids who've been at this hospital and the caregivers who help them. We'll also show you how your donations are used to fund the equipment and research that save kids' lives.
All right, we're here now with Claire Fox. She's 9 years old. You're turning 10 in September, you said? Yep. And her little sister Aubrey is here as well. Claire was 4 years old when she became thirsty all the time, and she lost 10% of her body weight. And she actually was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and she was treated just in time before she headed into a diabetic coma. And at first, her parents were overwhelmed, obviously, with her diagnosis. Then they found out that her 4-year-old sister Aubrey was showing signs of diabetes as well. So we'll get their story from them directly, and we'll begin with Claire. So tell us a little bit about how diabetes has affected your life, Claire.
Well, there's a lot of things that I have to do. One of the things is I have to check my sugar about 10 times a day. I have to wear an insulin pump. I have to bolus whenever I eat, and I can't always eat when and what I want, depending on my sugar levels.
And what does that when you eat? You say what is the bolus? What does that mean?
It's giving myself insulin.
Okay. And so you were saying that before you used to have to take needles all the time, but now your insulin pump has been a great thing for you to have. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to, because it regulates stuff for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
And now how about and you're 4 years old, you said?
Yes.
And you're heavy into preschool, are you?
Yes.
Yes. And you've got an insulin pump as well.
Yes.
Yes. And you're happy to be here?
Yes.
Yes. What else could I ask with just yes? And by far, I'm the most fun you've ever had of anybody interviewing you. Yeah, the one time she doesn't say yes. That's great. That's funny. Now, of course, we talked about how important research is, of course, and talk a little bit about the research that's going on as far as diabetes is concerned.
Well, research has come a long way. People didn't used to survive diabetes, but now, thanks to the researchers here and the donations, we will hopefully soon find a cure.
Yeah. And just, can you talk a little bit about your experience here with the doctors and the nurses at Children's Hospital and what they've meant to you as well?
Well, I have a checkup every 6 months with Dr. Stewart, and I
heard he's great.
Yeah, and I also have a checkup with the dietitian and nurse, and they just pretty much tell me how I can improve things.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for being here. We sure appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And real quickly, Aubrey, who's the best host here? You think I'm the best host?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Finally, yes. Thank you very much for that. I worked very hard for that small little yes. So there you go. All right. Well, thanks, girls. Nice to meet you.
I want people to understand what it means to be the only children's hospital in British Columbia, and I've said this before, is that we have to do it all and we have to be the best. We don't have an option.
My name is Maya. I love Children's Hospital.
Well, you love it because it has become a second home to us.
The thing that is surprising to me is, although he doesn't quite understand his illness, he's so familiar with the idea of a hospital that when we go to the grocery store, he asks the cashier if they're doctors because they're in uniform. So he assumes that the hospital is everywhere. And I'm happy that he is so comfortable with the hospital that he doesn't fear it. It saddens me, though, that that's his reality.
BC Children's Hospital saved my life.
Children's is where Jack was born. It was where he was saved. And it's where he will be raised. We're here 1 to 2 times a week. This is a home for him. It's a home away from home. and we're very lucky to have it.
When I grow up, I want to be a nurse at BC Children's Hospital.
It's an unbelievable collaborative environment, so I feel very lucky. I actually feel very privileged, and there's many days where I feel I lucked out because I've got the best job in the world.
Oscar still loves to come to BC Children's even after 2 bouts of cancer, and I think it's because it's not a depressing place to be. It's full of light, it's full of love, and it's full of hope.
So thank you very much for everyone who's donating to Children's Hospital and supporting us. So kids like me who had cancer. So thank you very much to all of you.
An incredible moment this is, the energy in this room, if you could feel it. Miracle Weekend coming to a close, and what an amazing weekend it has been. All right, we got to check out the big total.
Time to check it out. Okay, just so everyone, we're ready to shout out those numbers. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Let's do it.
Ready. Thank you, BC.
1, 6, 3, 4, 0, 8, 8.
There goes the confetti. Oh my gosh.
It's a confetti.
Wow.
It's a confetti storm. Thank you very much, British Columbia. That was absolutely amazing. We could not have done this without your help. Thanks very much, Gemma, Brooke, Deb, Mark, Ted, and everybody else. See you next year.
Thank you.
Lost in their play, through grateful eyes, you can hear them say, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Miracles happen with love and with help from the angel in all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and the peace comes to you from above. Miracles happen with love. Miracles happen with love, and with help from the angel in all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and peace comes to you from above.